All right, welcome back to Power Up with Pride, everybody. It took a little longer than I announced in the chat because, we needed a little break too. But we're going to go ahead and get started now that we're a little closer to back on track, back on schedule. We're only a little early. Being ahead of schedule is great, but you don't want to get too far ahead because that causes just as many problems as being behind schedule. So without further ado, soulmass218, Lux, my dear friend, take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm soulmass218, and I am here to present Submerged to all of you. This is a game that came out in 2015, so it's over 10 years old now, which kills me a little on the inside. But this is a game that was inspired by Journey and Shadow of the Colossus. And you're going to see it's quite cozy. There's a lot of climbing and a lot of exploring a world. But we're going to do all that very quickly in an any percent speedrun. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and we'll talk about the game some more once we get to see what it looks like. Time is going to start when I hear the music after this first load screen. So I'm going to count down. So it's going to be in about 3, 2, and 1, and start. Very awkward start with this run, unfortunately. But here we are. We're in the first cutscene, so we have a minute to talk here. Submerged is a game about our protagonist, Miku, and her younger brother, Taku. And they are survivors in this post-apocalyptic water world. The story of this particular game, we're not going to really see any of it because it's all revealed through exploration and finding collectibles and watching the cutscenes throughout, and we're not going to do essentially any of that. But the general gist is Taku is injured. We need to find supplies to get Taku feeling better back on his feet. And we're going to be going to explore this archipelago of sunken buildings to find supplies and heal Taku.
This is giving Tokyo Jungle so far, and I'm here for it.
It's an absolutely beautiful game, despite being as old as it is. If you're into games like Journey, or if you liked just riding the horse around and exploring the map in Shadow of the Colossus, a big recommendation of this game. Pick it up when it's on sale because it's super cheap these days. But this is us arriving at our hub area. We're going to come back to this hub to help Taku out after we grab each of our 10 supply crates. But again, we're going to skip all the cutscenes from here on out. So this is about as much cutscene as you're going to see in the run. I'm going to start holding the direction that I want to move because I can start moving now. And we got to set Taku down so we can start grabbing supplies. It looks real comfortable on that big stone bench over there, right? Well, we're going to set him down over there. And this is kind of the gist. If you do play the game, there's a cutscene after every supply crate that you grab. And it's kind of like this, where you kind of check up on Taku. You take a little nap to reset the day cycle, because there's a day and night cycle. And it reveals like a little picture story that kind of advances what led to the events of this game. So again, no spoilers. If you want to experience all this for yourself, go check it out. But from here on out, the game cycle is going to be me going out on boat, going directly to each of the main buildings that I need to climb in order to grab a supply crate from the top. So let's go ahead and head over to the first one. I need something to stop Taku's bleeding. So we'll see that the first building is actually right next to us, so it's going to be very quick getting over to it. So we'll have a quick boating segment. I go around the right side of that statue so that whale doesn't hit my boat. And now we start climbing a building. And this is like the majority of what you do in the game, is climbing buildings and exploring the ruined buildings.
Oh, so it's Mirror's Edge, got it.
Yes, without any of the difficulty of Mirror's Edge or parkour. This is a very casual game, so there's really no fail state, sort of like Journey. So anybody can enjoy this and just explore and climb around. So really a lot of the time save in a run like this comes from optimizing your climb. Not going for any of the optional stuff on any of the buildings, like any of the collectibles. And the travel time on the boat in between buildings needs to be optimized as well. More on that when we get to it, because we didn't see the boat very much. But this is kind of like the tutorial building. It's very short. We're going to be to the top here, essentially here in less than a minute.
I'm really vibing with this soundtrack too.
It's quite beautiful. Like, I think they really nailed the vibe of what they were going for, like that journey atmosphere.
Yeah, it's very, very ethereal.
So, I'm gonna let this cutscene play, just the quick, like, Legend of Zelda, ooh, I got the item cutscene. But as soon as it goes to the next one after this load scene, I'm gonna quit out and go to menu. Because this skips the cutscene that sends us back to the hub, as well as the cutscenes at the hub. So immediately start back up from the hub and can go to the next building right away. It's time to find more of those crates. Now, the next one is over this way, and this is where we introduce boat upgrades. The game is routed in such a way that we get 10 boat upgrades to help us get to the buildings faster. Because as we progress, we go to buildings that are further away from us. So we got our first one and our second one coming up here. And on the bottom left, as we pick them up, you'll see our little stamina meter grow as we grab more upgrades. But we're already to the second building. The Vildi's Hotel. And here we're going to start noticing some interesting, like, funny little guys to look at. I don't know any other any other way to describe them. I'll point them out when we see one.
Funny little guys.
Yeah, they're funny little guys.
Much
But,
like that gargoyle that we just climbed past.
Yes. They are kind of like the gargoyles, to be honest. That little stumble that you saw, like as far as jumping up and the little animation of, oh, I almost fell, that's random, so we don't like seeing it. It just happens sometimes. Thankfully, it's a pretty low chance of it happening. This is another kind of short building because it's only the second one, but we're going to focus on getting up there as quickly as possible. If we go to the right over there, it's sort of collectible. So again, we're routing in such a way that we're only going for the supply crate at the top. We don't want to get any of the collectible items. And head over around the right side here. And there's a pipe. There's a funny little guy in the background there, like just staring at us, and then he pops out of existence.
Yeah, as one does.
You might not have seen them, but we'll see a lot more of those funny little guys. They're very interested in what we're doing here on their archipelago. But yeah, this game is just, it's such a cozy vibe. Like Liv said, the music is very cozy and beautiful. The scenery is very pretty to look at, even though I'm not doing a lot of looking at it. I'm just very focused on climbing right now.
Now, are there any other categories for this game that are shorter or longer? Like, this feels like it would be a really good first speed game for someone.
This is absolutely a great first speed game. This would be the shortest category and the one I would recommend learning first. If you want to go for something longer, there is, as I mentioned, collectibles. So there is an all collectibles category, a sort of 100%. That one involves a lot more routing. It's a much longer because there's a lot of collectibles in the game. But we're already at our second supply crate.
Ooh, the Zippo.
Yeah, we got a Zippo lighter. That's a very important supply to heal our brother. See, there's a funny little guy. We'll see more of them, like, briefly in those little cutscenes as well. even though I'm skipping them.
I mean, he was big chillin'.
Yeah, they're very chill. I need something for Taku to drink. All right, let's find something for Taku to drink.
Yeah, salt water is famously not great for drinking.
Yes. So I'm going to route in such a way that I grab another boat upgrade right here. And I want to make sure I hug the side of this building very closely. Otherwise, I will trigger a cutscene for uh, like a map, like I guess a landmark. There's like a handful of landmarks to unlock as collectibles, and they each play a cutscene when you see them. So if we get too close to the landmark, it will play that cutscene and waste some time. More on that later, because there will be one that the game actually forces us to watch. But this is our introduction to vines. We got these pretty flowery vines here. We can move in kind of any direction on them, but we are limited to the parts that have the flowers on them. So that is an indication of the part that you're supposed to be climbing on and the direction you're supposed to be going.
I understand now.
That shiny thing is a collectible. We're just going to ignore that. There's also multiple paths up the side of the building, but we're going to ignore them as well and just keep going up. And you might think, hey, just keep going up might be the correct path on every building, but that's actually not the case. We'll start getting windy later on. This also introduces like the little balance beams.
We do love balance beams in the Sim Marathon household.
But you also see me, there's camera control in the game, so you see me messing with the camera to kind of get the right perspective that I want for while I'm climbing. But then there's also some fixed camera moments, and you saw that there with that balance beam, where there's a fixed camera, kind of like a survival horror game. I'm just gonna go ahead and look straight up here. Everybody enjoy this climb. This looks real cool, right?
Yeah,
Also
this is great.
some birds floating in midair. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, birds aren't real.
Yeah, birds aren't real.
Except the Philadelphia Eagles. Go birds.
Go birds. We are climbing a pipe. We'll see some more pipes, but not too many. And we're almost to this supply cache. This is one of the longer buildings to climb around. We also had a glimpse of another funny little guy there, if anybody noticed. And here's our supply crate right here.
Speaking of supply crates, we did just get a $25 supply crate from Anonymous. I've never seen Submerged before, but what a lovely game and great run. So thank you so much, Anonymous, for that $25. That did go towards the Marin Date incentive for Link's Awakening, which is coming up soon. So if you have any strong feelings about the Marin Date, get them in, because we're falling a little behind on that one. We want to make that Marin Date happen, and we still have about $300 to go. And if memory serves, I think that's the next run.
Yeah, let's get those donations in. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for that donation. I really appreciate it. And yeah, not many people realize this game exists. I've seen, so definitely check it out. It's a really cozy vibe to play casually, because you can explore like all these buildings you see. I'm just going straight to the objectives.
Yeah, you did mention it, and I immediately went and looked on Steam. $20 when it's not on sale. Like that's still a pretty good deal, but it is steep, yeah, for some.
When it goes on sale, it's only like $2. So just
Okay,
wishlist it and wait.
Yeah, me with Monster Hunter Wilds finally picking it up this week because it's never going to get cheaper than $30, and they just announced the expansion.
Yep. But this game that does also have a sequel, which was a Stadia exclusive, um, but it is no longer a Stadia exclusive. So if you do enjoy this game, there's also a sequel to play.
I'm glad it's not a Stadia exclusive because, yeah, rest in peace, King.
Yeah.
Google, stop destroying everything that you make that isn't your search engine within 5 years. Challenge impossible.
And this is, other than the first building, quite possibly the shortest building. Already up to the top. So, fourth supply crate, we got it. I think that was food for Taku. And we're up to the fifth building already. This one is the first that's kind of longer away. So we are going to be grabbing another boat upgrade or
And
two on
some
the
of
way
the
there.
gentlemen, too.
Yeah. We're definitely getting their attention. We're going to be seeing more and more of them. When I come out of... Oh, go ahead.
No, chat corrected me. Lexi Plays Fast did just remind me that Google has destroyed their search engine as well. Shoutouts to Gemini, that piece of hot garbage.
True. So true.
I'm going to platform for just a moment. AI is bad. I hate that my solid state drive in my computer cost more than my video card, and I have a good video card. This timeline is stupid. Burn it all to the ground.
No, you go ahead and platform because it is terrible right now, and I hate it too.
Like, I can't even get a SATA hard drive for my Unraid server for less than $150. It's obnoxious. I can't get spinning drives for the same server for, like, they've doubled in price in the last year. This is so silly.
Absolutely terrible.
But yeah, we're not here to whine about AI and what it's done to PC hardware prices. We're here to raise money for good causes. That's what we do here at Power Up with Pride. This time around, Point of Pride. You've heard us talking about it all weekend. They're a great group. They raise a lot of money and donate it to various trans causes. They have a transgender surgery fund, HRT access fund, electrolysis support fund. Those are all scholarship programs to provide money to those who need financial assistance with gaining access to those services. There's a lot of other great stuff they do as well. Exclamation point charity to learn more about them. Exclamation point donate to donate to them through us. Because we could not put these marathons on without the support of each and every one of you here, whether you're donating or not.
Yeah, it's such an important cause. Just if you got any money to spare, every little bit helps.
Yeah, like everything adds up. Like, we're well aware that the economy is a dumpster fire right now. It's been a dumpster fire basically since COVID, but it's gotten even worse in the last year. So, like, we truly do appreciate each and every penny that we've raised so far, and we're excited to see just how much we end up raising when it's all said and done, because we had pretty conservative expectations coming in, and I think that we've already pushed far past the number that I was expecting us to hit. So I'm excited to see what else we do this weekend.
Yeah, I believe we can push even further beyond.
Yeah, at the rate we're going, like, I could see 5,000.
Just envision it as a building that you need to climb, chat. We're going to get to the top of the building. So this is the first building where gets kind of confusing about where you need to go, because there are a lot of different paths to take up this building, a lot of optional stuff on it.
Yeah, this building is already giving Fez.
But we're thankfully almost done with it.
Yeah, like, the longer you play this, the more I'm getting, like, little bits and pieces, like the best parts of so many games that I really enjoyed, just all kind of put together. And I think that's one of my favorite things about, like, the indie and AA scene, especially Eurojank. Like, just all these developers taking elements of games that they grew up playing and trying to turn it into something new. So you end up with just these amalgamations of like several other games. And you can just see all the obvious influence being pulled in. It's really cool what we're starting to see now from the lower level of gaming developers.
I agree, and that's a lot of the type of games I play too. Is these indie games, double A games, stuff that's very heartfelt and not like corporate slop. And yeah, this is originally developed by uh, Bioshock devs. If I don't think I mentioned it before, some people who left after that game. We're going over to a building back over here. Building number 6. I forgot we're halfway through. I'm going to pay quick attention to where I turn left here. Learning the routing is like one of the harder things when you're first learning this run. I have a map actually on my computer screen that I look at in between every supply crate so I can remember which way to go. Well, we are to the Eclipse State Building, which is one of my favorites. It's one of the taller ones, and it introduces these parts where you can kind of go inside and through the building. It's really neat.
Hey, more gargoyles.
Yay, gargoyles. We're also going to see funny little guy in a little bit. Not just yet, but there will be a funny little guy.
Funny little butterflies.
There he is, right over there on the right. He's just checking us out, seeing what we're up to. But if you hadn't noticed them at all in the game up to this point, this is the part where the game forces you to notice them. Because there's one you see standing inside the building there. And another collectible in the game is seeing like every animal, and the game considers these guys one of the creatures. So there he is. He's popping up as a collectible.
Alright, we have collected the funny gentlemans. Uh-oh, Wi-Fi connection lost.
That's weird.
It's kind of astounding that you have Wi-Fi in this post-apocalyptic world, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It has not stopped me from climbing the building, clearly.
Maybe that's why he jumped off. He's trying to fix the Wi-Fi.
That's true. He's a cable guy. And here's our first ladder, I think. We don't see very many ladders in the game. But here we go. What a thrill.
Not for honor, but for you.
All right, that's 6
wow,
buildings
it's from
down.
rations, too. Yeah, very Metal Gear.
Yep. So we only got 4 buildings left. You're kind of seeing the cycle, but we're gonna break out of the cycle here in a bit. There's one where we don't actually go back to the hub to save time. Not quite there, but I'm just giving some foreshadowing that there is actually a speedrun trick in this run. It's not just optimal movement. Let's stitch up some stuff for Taku's wound, shall we? We're heading north. So you get to look at some of this beautiful scenery for once while I'm on my way there.
Yeah, look at all that scenery. That's wild stuff.
This is like the hardest boat upgrade to grab and get out of here cleanly because there's these like routes that you can bonk on between these buildings. That was pretty good though.
it's going to boost the boat for longer.
And get us over to the next one, which is right here. The Skyline condos. Going real cheap these days.
Yeah, waterfront property usually kind of pricey.
Not here. We're just kind of all these funny little guys just let us go wherever we want. So I mentioned there are some buildings that will start to be a lot of up and down instead of all just straight up. And it kind of starts here where there's multiple pathways that go up, both up and down. Many different ways, different ledges. We got pipes, we got flowers, we got all the different stuff showing up. But also pretty scenery.
Very pretty scenery.
I'll try not to look up too much because we do got the afternoon glare on this in the windows there. Get out of my way, flies.
Hey, there's more birds.
More birds.
Go birds.
Also, more collectibles that we're not going to grab. The game does a pretty good job of showing you where different collectibles are with those fixed camera angles, so you don't miss too many. But there are some on these buildings that you need to be really careful that you don't miss. Otherwise, you got to come back and collect them later if you're doing the game casually.
Amazing. Yeah, it seems like they do a really good job of telegraphing where you need to go, which is it's a really big problem that a lot of developers have when they're first learning how to make 3D games. Like, guiding the player where they need to go is so difficult in 3D games.
Yeah, they did a very good job in this game. Because, I mean, you still have very limited options when climbing buildings, but the different branching paths do take you, again, just to areas of the building that you may not want to go to sometimes, so...
Well, they didn't paint everything yellow, so that's a good sign.
Oh yeah, there's no yellow paint. We just sometimes have flowers. That's about it. And we are at the next supply cache. It's at the very top here.
Ooh, needle and thread.
Yeah, we're gonna stitch up that big wound. We also noticed that Miku's skin condition is looking a little different now. Don't be too worried about that. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, just eczema probably.
Yeah, Miku's got some psoriasis. All right, building 8. This is where the fun starts. There is a speedrun trick when we get to the top of this building. It's pretty neat. I didn't know about it at first when I first started running the game. But then I went and looked at the world record on PC. And PC is able to do some stuff that isn't possible on console, as far as some speedrun tech. But there was one trick that I could find possible on console. So I put it in the run. This is also where we get that landmark that we can't skip. So you're going to see me grab the building. It's going to do the building cutscene and then automatically kick us out to the landmark cutscene because it really wants us to look at this horse. Because this horse is amazing.
Can we give him a lick?
Go for it. He's a little green. He tastes green.
Yeah, that does not taste like raisins.
And this one starts with a big, long pipe to climb. And then another pipe to slide all the way back down to where we started. Oh, funny little guy. What you doing in there?
It's his house. What are you talking about?
This is his house, to be honest. Also, I don't want the shiny thing. Sorry, game. I'm gonna angle the camera to the right so we can see another funny little guy that you don't normally get to see unless you're just like panning around the camera. But he'll be over there. There he is. He's just jump off the building.
Got that Legacy of Kain jumping animation.
We love to see it. And this building's actually not very long building. We're almost to the top of it. And right here, this flowery ledge right here, this is where the fun's going to happen. We'll be coming back to that. First, let's go grab the supply crate. 'Cause that's what we're here for.
So we gotta go back down?
Oh, yeah, we're going to go back down. Now, remember how I was waiting for these cutscenes to end so I would go back to the hub? We're not going to do that here. I'm just going to quit out right after grabbing it. It's still going to register that I grabbed the item, but it's not going to send me back to the hub. We're going to start back at the top of the building where I was on the last ledge. So we're going to immediately come in, drop down, and go back to that ledge that I pointed out earlier, just a moment ago. And then something really fun's going to happen.
Okay.
Remember when I said the game doesn't have fail states, so you didn't really need to worry about ever falling off the building, anything like that? Well, the dev did leave some stuff in. So if you hug this wall right here just close enough, you can kind of fall. And oh, I didn't quite grab the boat, but if you
just go through the world.
Yeah, you just fall right off the building. If you grab the boat, you just immediately back in the boat and you can go to the next building. Even on a second attempt, this still saves a lot of time because we're not going back to the hub. There we go.
So I take it you're not supposed to ever actually enter the water without the boat. So,
correct. So
otherwise there wouldn't be a reset plane down there.
Exactly. So that's why I said the dev did leave some things in. As far as ledges that they probably just couldn't fix. That's the solution. It just automatically respawns you on the last ledge you were on. So not a big time loss to miss that. It's good to get it the second try. But the next building is actually right next to this one, essentially. You see we're already there. And that's why it's quicker to just fall off that building and go to this one, rather than go back to the hub. Otherwise, we'd have to boat all the way out here, which is the farthest building away from the hub. This is also one of the most confusing buildings, barring the last one, which is coming up next. Because there's going to be a portion in the middle that we're coming to, which has, again, a lot of branching paths. So it can be easy to get lost on this building casually. But at least you won't miss too many collectibles if you get lost. There are a lot of them here. Hey, funny little guy, what you doing up there? Oh, he's just gonna pop out of existence. Well, that's fine. His friend over there across the way is gonna just pop out of existence too. Just jump off the building.
We do enjoy jumping off the building.
I mean, we just did it. I thought it was fun. We did it twice even.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know what else is pretty cool though, Lux?
What is that?
Point of pride.
I agree.
Yeah, they're pretty great. You know, they are doing a lot of work for the trans community. They've served tens of thousands of people in over 50 states and 100 countries by helping provide access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. They're providing that life-changing access and life-saving affirmation to trans folks in need of health and wellness care via financial aid and direct support. They've been doing that since 2016. Like I've been saying my entire hosting shift, and like we've been saying all marathon, they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary. Exclamation point, donate if you have the means to help them out with their cause and help us out as well as a speedrun marathon.
And just like that, we're done with the 9th building. The run's almost done. We got one building left. It is the longest climb and the most difficult climb. We got some peas in a bottle.
I understand.
I think there's supposed to be antibiotics. I never read anymore in this game.
Antibiotics are famously green.
It's true.
Except
And,
for the doxycycline that I'm taking right now. Those are blue.
Okay, last thing we need to grab. Something to take away Taku's pain. Taku is almost fully healed. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to head to the last building. We're going to thud off some buildings to get there.
As one does.
But there it is, right over there. Cantrip Steel. This climb is kind of wild. It has you going up and down all over every side of this building.
A little bit of a maze of a climb, it sounds like.
Yes, quite a maze of a climb. Casually, this one might take you quite a while because there's a lot of red herring paths on this one. Like at the top of the Les's ladder, there's a pipe in front of me. That's you don't want to take the pipe. That's not the way to go. There's a little guy over there like, hey, come over this way. This is the way to go.
Is it the way to go?
Sort of, yeah, because you do want to come over this way, but then you want to drop down.
I understand.
So technically not, because then we're going to start going this way and down again.
And then up again?
And then up again, and then down again. That's the story of this building. Is up and down, up and down.
Left, right, BA start.
Oh, imagine if that was in here.
What would you even do with the Konami code in a game that doesn't have a fail state?
I don't know. Probably something really cool, though.
That sounds miserable. 99 kids on the boat to take care of. Good lord.
Oh my lord, that sounds awful.
Can hardly take care of myself. I don't need 99 kids too.
Yeah, we're hardly taking care of our brother. It took us, what, this entire game just to heal a little cut on his belly? Come on now.
And somehow still less labyrinthine than the American healthcare system.
So true. And we're still not there. We're still going to be going back down again.
Hey, look, a collectible.
Yeah, we're not going to get that one. It's like that's kind of essentially the last one in the game, though, that you're going to see, because we are near the very end. Time is coming up shortly. I'm going to come at the top of this ladder, and when the cutscene starts, when I grab this last supply crate, that's time on the run. So here we go. And time.
Yippee.
Yippee, like right around 40 minutes. Not too bad.
Oh, look, it's the Estradiol Valorant.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to skip the final cutscene so that if anybody does want to play this game casually, I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, thank you so much for watching Submerge. If you are interested in running this game, check us out on the speedrun.com page. It's essentially me and the PC world record holders hanging out anymore, and we're both very much glad to teach people this game, whether you're on PC or console. As we pointed out at the beginning of the run, it's very easy to pick up as like maybe your first speed run. So keep that in mind, and yeah, definitely check it out if this at all interested you. Liv, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you on commentary with me.
Of course, of course.
And that's going to be it for me today. Let's keep this marathon running. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
All right. Lux, thank you so much for that wonderful speed run. That was very cozy maxing. Very cute. Loved that. We are going to start getting ready for our next run. Doesn't say it on the screen right now, but that Link's Awakening DX run, that's a randomizer. So if you like randomizers, that's one that you're not going to want to miss. As for me, though, I might be done hosting. I might be back in a little bit because we have a host that may or may not be stuck at work. So you might hear me again in a little bit. We'll cross that bridge when it comes up. If you do, cool. If not, you know me. I'm Olivia. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break while we finish setting up for that run. In the meantime, get up, stretch, grab a drink, do what you need to do, take care of yourselves. We'll be back shortly with some LADX rando.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lilac Vert Alagochi, and I will be your host for the next run. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time this lovely Saturday. For those who have just joined, this is Power Up with Pride 2026, benefiting Point of Pride. Point of Pride is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and over 100 countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. They are currently celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and in that time, they have raised nearly $6 million in support of their mission. The money we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as free chest binders, which provides chest binders to trans people who cannot otherwise afford or safely obtain them. If you'd like to apply for one of Point of Pride's grants or garment programs, get involved as a donor or volunteer, or just learn more about them, visit pointofpride.org. You can also donate by using !donate in chat and check out the schedule by using !schedule. Currently, we have 2 bids at the moment. A sprite choice for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX Randomizer. Currently, Martha the Mermaid is ahead, but very, very soon that will be closed. So if you want to do any last-minute snipes, now would be the perfect time. Additionally, we also have the Date Marin incentive. It's currently at $400, so we need about $200 more, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it through this run.